Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 481?
83.
483.
Mm-hmm.
This is your host, Shaun Tutor. They go by so fast.
And this is Sam. And this is the Tutor episode where we try to teach you something new. He literally just asked me about a minute and a half ago.
Did I really?
Yeah, you said, what episode are we on? And I said 483.
My mind just... Do we have a man's search for meaning?
No.
We don't?
No.
Cool.
Me and order.
Oh, no, yeah. Maybe.
A man's search for meaning. Interesting. I think it was PBD that recommended that Thank God It's Monday book. We should really read that, because that one was like really hard to find, and it was like $25 on thrift books.
Oh, really?
On the very top.
Yeah.
Because I think it has something to do with like family balance or something.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah. It's new with you.
Not much, dude.
No?
Got some bids out. Some stuff. We lost an offer on a house. I haven't figured out anything yet.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out. I just don't know. I just don't. I know some people can be competitive, but the guy, I was like, do they want a counter? And he's like, no, they got another bid that was had quite a substantial gap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, do people just not like making money?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, think how many people we know that do flips on the side, and they don't count their time.
Right.
And some of them are just like, oh, yeah, we only made like $5,000 on this.
Right.
In the end. And it's just like, and you didn't count your time?
Right.
Like, you lost a lot if you
Yeah.
count your time.
Right.
And so I just don't think people understand how much time and like materials things cost to fix houses.
They don't. No, they really.
And to be honest, I would say houses that we're buying now as flips or seeing as flips now versus when we started this, there's a huge difference. They're in so much worse shape now.
Dude, I can't even fucking believe it, dude.
There's not a whole lot of quick flips anymore.
Dude, no, because it seems that everybody's listing them now because they can get so much on the market for them.
Yeah.
Before, we were picking up lipstick flips and stuff.
2 years ago, you were still.
Yeah, and everything now is just fucked, and they want so much. And dude, I no bullshit, dude. I walked a property, and it needs everything. It needs to be gutted to the studs, new electric, new plumbing, insulation, sheetrock, and then everything else touched. Mm-hmm. Floors, primer, paint, trim, kitchen, bath, everything. 2 bed, 1 bath, $135,000 they want. I offered 60. I was like, at 60,000 it's gonna be all right. At 60,000 we're gonna like make a little bit of money.
A little bit, yeah.
And didn't get it. And then I looked at another one. Fucked. I was like, I'd have to pay lot price because I have to tear it down.
Mm-hmm. And even then, it costs money to tear things down and get it all.
Oh yeah, yeah. So no, you wouldn't even be ahead on it.
Yeah.
You would be behind.
And the crazy thing I think too is these fucked houses are going on the market.
And people are buying them. I just don't get it, dude. I do not get it.
Like, I'd see one every once in a while, 2-3 years ago. But now it's like 1 or 2 a month are popping up of these fucked houses.
And I'm getting them private party.
Yeah. So we're getting both ways.
It's fucking crazy, dude. I seriously, Like, I went and looked at the one house. I really liked the lady I went and looked at it with. And before, like, that would have been a slam dunk house. You know, parent moved out, kids inherited it, they're going to sell it, and usually it'd be like slam dunk, yep, I'm going to get this bad boy. And they're just like, give them the offer, and they're like, well, we could get this if we go to market. I'm like, you're absolutely right, you can. And I was like, this is what it'll take, ba 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 ba, you know. And they're like, well, it's a no-brainer for us. We can make an extra $50,000 if we put 20 into it. And I'm like, yep. So they're putting 20 into it. I'm like, I can't blame you.
Right.
You know,
like people don't care about the ease anymore. Like they just want the money.
dude, the money is a huge driving factor. We're actually going to talk. We've been talking a lot about money, but dude, it's so fucking prevalent right now. The price of things, I don't know if people are truly grasping what is happening with like all the money printing and the inflation that's happened in the last few years. I put in a bid on an addition, and it is just shy of 150,000. So we're not talking like, I'm not hosing these folks to add a master suite onto a house. It's by no means it's not a crazy bid. Like, I was pretty conservative with the bid to help the folks out because they need to stay within a budget. They're getting other estimates, and from what I heard is like, it was one of the other ones was similar, and they were waiting on the third one. And the lady's like she thought I was crazy when I submitted the bid, and then she got another bid that was around it and was waiting on the third bid. And I'm like, you know, you can do whatever you want, go with who you feel, you know, whatever. And she's like, I'm having a hard time comprehending this. She said, because 20 years ago, she bought the land and built the house that was there, a 3-2, for the same price as just the addition.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah. And to think that lot and that build of a house today would run you about 500,000.
Damn. Yeah.
Minimum. With its location, it'd actually be closer to 600.
Wow.
So you're talking a 4x increase in 20 years. In 20 years, 4x.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, it was something she never expected she'd have to do. And she doesn't have to do it, dude. She wants to do it. Wants to have a master suite on the main level.
Mm-hmm.
But.
And you're just like, you should have built this 10 years ago.
Well, and that's just it. It's like she didn't know. She planned to do it, but she didn't realize that things were going to go up by 4 times.
Right.
It's like, yeah, well.
Because it's crazy to think, like, even... So we bought Robin Road in 2019?
18.
18?
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
2019, we bought Robin Road. We bought it for 145?
143.5, yep.
And at the time, like, we even knew, we're like, this is a steal of a deal on the market right now. Because
we thought it was a pretty good deal on the market.
Yeah, because everything else, same bed, bath, was around like 180, 185.
Yeah.
And so we're like, man, we're getting like $40K off, which is perfect because we want to update it, finish out the basement eventually. So like, this is great. And then we sold it for $210.
$247.
Holy shit. We did a lot better on that than I thought. $247. Looking at the market now, there are 2-bed, 1-bath selling for $200,000. Well, I shouldn't say selling. Listed for $200,000. That house has got to be $300 now. Close to it.
Yeah. It's sickening, dude. It's sick in 3 years. Yeah.
Well, so since we bought it in 2018.
Sorry. Yeah.
So in 8 years, doubled.
Right.
yes, some work has gone into it.
Yeah,
But just
yeah.
the whole premise of,
We finished the basement.
yeah, so we
what we
made it
did.
a 4-bed, 2-bath instead of a 3-bed, 2-bath. But still,
Right.
what?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
Yep.
And I think too, one of the things like
Has your wage went up 2x?
no, well, no.
No.
I was wondering because my job changed, but no, it only went up.
1.5.
Yep.
Yep. Wow. Yeah.
And this is I don't know if this is what you're talking about today, but we were just discussing it too. Like there are a lot of houses on the market right now, a lot. Eau Claire's not too bad compared to other cities we've seen, but like thinking about it, with like how property taxes are and mortgage rates right now, like these mortgages are getting to be so much money.
Holy fuck.
Like, so, and that's why I think so many things are just sitting on the market because one, people are asking too much money, and two, like the mortgages are just too high. Like the rate's
Yeah.
too high and these prices are too high. So people just can't afford it.
Right. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, I want to keep a lot more properties. I want to keep a lot more properties, especially a lot of like these flips we're doing, but we just can't. Because we buy them, we fix them up, and we try to get some of our money back out, and we still lose $500 a month.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, because the mortgage is so high. So it's like, dude, you want to be able to keep this shit and build wealth, but at what cost? Losing $500 a month?
And that's just on one property.
That's one property, you know? And we have a couple like that right now. And it's like after 6 months, we sat down and we're evaluating it. And we're like, we wanted to keep this because we think it's going to have good appreciation effect. But it's like, motherfucker, dude, $500 a month is hurting. Like it's, it starts to take a toll, and we got 2 like it. So it's like, man, we literally are putting $1,000 into this bank account for 2 properties a month. It's like, fuck.
3.
What?
3 properties?
Oh, okay. 3 properties. So $1,000 between 3, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So between 3 properties, we're putting $1,000 in a month. It's like, man, that's gay.
Yeah, it gets annoying fast.
It gets annoying. And so after 6 months of that, you dropping $6,000 back into this bank account. It's like, fuck, how long are we going to do this?
And then, not to mention, your street gets redone, and you get a estimated bill for $24,000 fucking dollars.
We've got a duplex in Chippewa. A duplex. Up, down. Nothing special. And by nothing special, it is really nothing fucking special. It's a 2-bed. It's a fucking up, down duplex. 3-bed, 1-bath main level, 2-bed, 1-bath upstairs, built in like 1905.
Damn.
$24,000 we get fucking the estimated in, because they're gonna redo the street, and I'm like, that makes me want to kill myself, but it makes sense because it's a corner lot. Then Sam relayed to me that it's just the one street of the corner.
It's just the one side. It's not the
the
other side.
one side. And I was like, that's not, it's not possible. The one side is $25,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What happens when they redo the other side?
100%, dude.
50 fucking grand?
In fucking...
Bro.
Yeah, and they just so they said, like, so Chip was at least better than Eau Claire in the fact that their interest rate is only 0.5% versus Eau Claire, which I think was like 10?
Yeah, it was like 6 or something like that.
Yeah, 6%. So, and I think you had to pay it back within like 5-10 years?
Something like that.
So Chippewa has it structured where depending on how much it is, you get more annual installments.
Yeah.
So because it's so fucking high, you get 20 annual installments at 0.5% interest. And I'm like, okay, so that means your property taxes go up $1,200 a year.
And what's fucked up is that was legitimately our cash flow. Like, we got this property, we're burying it, and because everything I was explaining about how expensive everything is, we were only gonna make $100 to $200 a month on this property, and it just got eaten up. So now we have no cash flow on this guy. It's like, and we bought it at a good deal. Like, we got it at a pretty fair deal, I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, no money. It's gone. It's gone now because and also the street on 2nd Street in Eau Claire, which I'm pissed about. It was what? How much was that? $7,000? $7,500?
Something like that.
$9,000? Was it 9? Somewhere between $7,500 and $9,000.
Yeah. No, you are right.
It's $9,000. $9,000. That is the same length of strip of road as it is in Chippewa.
And
it was 9.
And they're doing the same thing because they're redoing the sewer main, the water main, the curb, the sidewalks. So it's literally the same everything.
Then how the fuck
is it that much more?
2.5 times more?
I have no clue.
Dude, it don't even... What the fuck, dude? It literally got done last year.
Yeah.
The $9,000 literally same like
stretch
amount, but just in Eau Claire compared to fucking whatever. $9,000 compared to 24,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean.
It doesn't make any sense.
Dude.
See, we have to go to the meetings.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's gonna go to the meetings.
Well, we're gonna go, but like.
Yeah. Well,
what's it gonna do? They're gonna go. Okay, yeah. Well, that's what it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. I'm so glad I have rentals. Like, dude, fuck.
And it sucks because
20 fucking years.
And like, think about when we sell it, because now we'll probably have to sell it, or like,
we won't sell it. We'll just lose money. We'll just not make money for 20 years. Well, me eventually. In 5 years, we'll start making money.
But so it doesn't matter. So no matter when we sell it, if we sell it in the next 20 years, whoever buys it gets that fucking $1,200 a year on their taxes.
Well, no, technically, when you sell it, we have to pay it.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, so like if we sold it, it'll come out of closing statement. Yeah, you can't pass it off. It's awesome.
That's fucking bullshit.
Oh, dog, that's life. Dude, guys, hey, here's the deal, dude. This is Sam. This is, if you guys are watching this is Sam having an epiphany that government sucks. And taxes
I've
suck.
already fucking known that government fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. But it's just, it's...
It goes to show you really do have to fucking go and vote in these local fucking elections. Because here's the thing. Eau Claire fucking sucks. Chippewa apparently isn't much goddamn better. Because that is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, and, dude, keep in mind, folks, this is what... we are very middle class. We are like probably lower end of middle class.
Yeah.
What the fuck does this do to your average person who has some rentals?
Imagine if that was just your house.
Dog, if it was just your... the people across the street, it's just their fucking house.
That's
the
why
people right next... It's all just their fucking house.
I know. That's why I want you to go to this meeting. Because I want to know what these, like...
These people got to be fucking freaking out, dude.
100%.
Freaking out.
Yeah. Because I even know when they redid the part of Eddie, people were mad.
Yeah, bro. And you know what they said?
Too bad.
Too bad.
There you go. What are we paying this extra wheel tax for? Oh, too bad.
What do you pay property taxes for?
100%. What does property taxes go to?
We pay, the water, the sewer, on the utilities every fucking quarter. And then they're like, you got your property taxes, you got your wheel taxes, and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, we're redoing the street, so we are charging you for the street. What the fuck? Is it my street? No, it's not your street. Then why the fuck I gotta pay for it?
Oh my gosh. Because you want to know what they fucking go to? Public schools.
Yeah, of course.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Fire protection.
Yep.
Oh, road maintenance is in there.
Yeah, it's maintenance of the roads, not redoing the roads.
And library services.
Bro, what a fucking joke.
Bro, that is a joke, dude. Most of it goes to public education.
I know, doesn't you wanna know what I believe about the world? And everyone's gonna think I'm a terrible person for saying this. I believe there shouldn't be public education.
Fuck no, there shouldn't be.
I believe it should all be in home or private.
Yeah.
I believe that it should be on you to pay for your kids' education no matter what. You decide to have kids, and you can decide to pay for their schooling. That's fucking how I feel about it. And I've felt it that way for many years now. I understand some people aren't as well off, and I get that. Well, then maybe you got to go to a little less of a good school. But I don't fucking get how you can have private schools that parents pay a tuition between $2,500 to $7,500 a kid, right? Okay, that sounds like a lot, sure. But you decide to have the kid. And so fucking, you just got to factor that in. And it's a lot fucking cheaper in daycare. How are these parents affording $1,000 or fucking, what was $1,000 a kid roughly for daycare?
For tax credit or what?
No. How much is daycare?
Oh,
$1,000 a kid?
Yeah, $1,000.
Okay, so daycare is $1,000 a month for kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 24. Or so you got 2 kids. 2 kids, it's $24,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can't pay motherfucking $4,000 a kid to send them to private school? That's a 3x fucking savings.
Yeah, it is.
And you motherfuckers are gonna bitch that we need public education? Yeah, no. You're saving fucking 16 goddamn $1,000 from them being in daycare and now having them in a private school. How the fuck it needs to be publicly funded? It don't even make no sense to me.
No.
And the people, well, we're not as good. Motherfucker, you had them in daycare for 5 years.
Yeah.
How the fuck you can't put them in public when it's a third of the price?
Yep.
Or in private when it's a third of the price? The dumbest fucking argument I ever heard. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Well, and you got to think, too, like, you have to pay for the, like, school lunches or send them to lunches. So you got to still buy food.
Yeah.
So that's a cost. So many schools now, you have to, like, buy your classroom supplies. Have you heard about that?
That's the stupidest shit I ever fucking heard.
Yeah. I saw it somewhere that, like, so you not only buy supplies for your classroom, you buy, or yourself, you buy supplies for your classroom.
That's the dumbest shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get pissed off, dude.
It's such a fucking waste. We need someone needs to just set fire to the fucking county building while everyone's inside it.
Yeah, something needs to happen, dude. Sam and I like to watch a lot of old films, a lot of old movies based in like 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s, shit like that. Sam and I will talk. We'll be like, well, how the fuck they do that? Like, how were they able to do that kind of shit? Oh, yeah. They had like 5% tax back then. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, they had a 5% tax. And we have 30 to 60%. Once you figure in sales, property, all that shit.
I bet you, because they say like most people pay like 50% in tax.
Correct.
I bet you and I are at 75%
tax?
Yeah.
You're on drugs. It's not that much.
Even with our rentals.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, our rentals if you factor it into what we actually take home, but not when you factor it into gross. You know what I'm saying? If you base it off of so yes, if you figure like what we net, we pay over 100% taxes on what we net.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like, if you look at the gross of what we get, then no. I mean, we pay like right around 40 to 50%.
It's hard to tell with sales tax.
It's hard to tell with sales tax for sure. But yeah, no, it's because you got to think like, I'm not going to explain our finances, but yeah, it's like we pay roughly 40 to 50% in tax But if you figured like how much property tax we paid on each property and shit like that, sure, we're at over 100% tax from our net.
Yeah.
But not our gross.
Well, I was just thinking, because don't they say the average American pays 50% of their wages in tax?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you think we pay less than the average American?
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, yeah, we get depreciation.
I still think we pay more.
No. I don't think so.
We pay so much in.
No, I know, but you look at what you pay into what we end up getting. It's not. No. What?
Okay, I'll have Shaun break this down for me afterwards because I don't believe him.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, I'll show you. It's because I've looked at it. Because I believe we're around like 40. I don't even think we're quite at 50%.
Okay.
How would you think it's 75%?
Because I look at how much money we have.
Yeah, but you got to look at what our tax bill is. You know what I'm saying? When you figure, so if you look at like, because you pay our taxes. Mm-hmm. So if you look at like our income tax.
Yeah.
And you look at our self-employment tax.
Yep.
And then you look at like unemployment tax. Mm-hmm. And property tax.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing you don't see is sales tax, which is 5.5% roughly. But so if you look at all that and then you look at what is actually on, not what we actually make, because this is that's not what we live on. Like,
right.
Because we get our money in for our salary.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's our gross pay. Yes.
Right. So if you look at what it actually says we make on our taxes, which we don't, this is all fake. We don't ever have anywhere near that amount of money. But like what that says, and you look at the difference, it's not quite 50%. If you look at just our salary, then yes, it's over 50%. Mm-hmm. But then we've got like profits on the rentals. We got our profits on the business and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, dude? Yeah, it's just, it's, okay, so either way, the average American pays, somewhere between 40 to 50% of taxes a year. Mm-hmm. So we look at how people used to be living, and we're like, well, how did the mom stay at home, and how did they have 7 kids? Well, because they weren't paying absurd amounts of taxes. The dollar had 96% more purchasing power. 96%. So like your dollar's purchasing power went down by 96%. And they got taxed less.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy, back in the day to make these things to make these things work. Mm-hmm. But in the 60s, they decided to start the feminism movement. Mm-hmm. And I was listening to a Rogan podcast with Rachel Wilson, who wrote a book about it. I can't remember what the book was called. But she went and she researched this and talked to a bunch of ladies. And turns out it was like 90% of women did not want feminism. Mm-hmm. They didn't even want to vote.
Yeah.
They did not want the power to vote. But how it is today, your 10% minority was the winning factor. Mm-hmm. They got it to this point. They sent out a vote. So the feminism movement and the feminism people, they sent out a vote to like all the women in the city about women having the right to vote. And it was a swooping no. Mm-hmm. It was like by far, it was a no. Women did not want the right to vote. Well, then the feminism people took it away that women were not allowed to vote on their rights. and the feminism group just made their rights for them. So it's like,
And the reasoning was very interesting, I thought. Because women said, like, that they obviously think differently than their husbands, and they didn't want to have to ever worry about having different opinions than their husbands.
yep, they did not want to split the household because they said if they can vote, they'll have different opinions than their husbands, like you were saying, and then the house is going to get pitted against each other, and it's going to create a lot of animosity and a lot of divorce.
And they also said that they didn't want to have to worry about doing research either.
Yep.
Because they're like, well, then we have to learn about politics in order to vote correctly.
And they're like, we've got way too much stuff going on. We do things in the community. We take care of the family. We teach our kids. We make sure the food's done. Like, they clean the house. They're like, we've got so many duties already as women. We don't need the extra burden of having to research and know what's going on to vote. But they did not, as the same as in a democracy, they don't listen to the citizens. They just listen to the people that were the spokespeople for the citizens, who then put in rules in place that they did not want.
Yeah. It's, how they always say, like, there's the silent majority? Like, that's basically what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
There was a loud minority that won.
Yep.
And the silent majority lost because they were silent. They didn't try to fight for it. They didn't.
So here we are, number of years later. It's almost impossible. No, I shouldn't say that. It is very difficult to live on a one-person income. And so if a parent wants to be a stay-at-home parent, how many families do we know with more than 4 kids?
More than 4?
I know a handful. How about back fucking 40 years ago?
Oh, so many.
Most families.
Most of our parents are like...
Big families.
Yeah, one of 5 or more.
Exactly. But back then, the mom could stay at home. They could take care of the kids. You could live on a one-person income. Think of today when people say, oh my God, kids are so expensive. Well, your fucking grandma had 7.
Yeah.
And
lived through the Great Depression.
Yeah. And they were just fine. But we can't do that now. So it's to me, it's so crazy, dude. People hijack movements. They hijack politics, the world, whatever. And this is the kind of shit we get. And I'm not trying to come on here and do pity parties and shit all the time, but I'm trying to open people's eyes to understand what's happened. We cannot, understand what I'm saying here. The dollar, in 50 years, the dollar is at 96% of its purchasing power. If you had a dollar in 1971, that dollar is worth 4 pennies right now. That dollar's worth 4 pennies.
That's insane.
50 years, 55 years, it's worth 4 pennies. Guys, understand what happens if we keep on this trajectory. We keep printing money. They're printing a couple, I think it's like $4 billion a month. They keep printing. This is a big fucking problem. People are not thinking about how much more has it gotten to live your life in the last 5 years. It's about 100x more in the last 5 years. If you look at like groceries, housing, vehicles.
Gas hasn't gone up too much, but
Gas hasn't done much. I mean, there's things that have remained the same. So, okay, maybe it's up 60%. Maybe it's 60% more to live your life over the last 5 years.
But we couldn't do what we did in college now.
Fuck no. So they're going to get in more debt.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do more credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and the consumerism is only like going up.
Yeah.
But the point I try to get across here is at some point, this needs to stop.
Yeah.
There needs to be a change. Something's got to happen. I know I've got some friends, and like Sam and I aren't dying. We're doing just fine. And we've got friends who are doing great as well. And this isn't really like to them. But the average person, this is sinking them.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dude, I've talked to so many people, so many like average earners that don't have money. Or like have, 5, 10, 15,000. And I'm like, that don't go far anymore.
You have one car breakdown.
And that's just it, dude. It's just, talking to folks, and I've talked to a lot of regular earners, in the somewhere around the 120 to 150 household income. And they break down their bills for me. And I'm just like, yeah, no, like you don't spend stupidly. Like you're pretty frugal. You're not driving new vehicles. You live in the same house you've been living in for the last 5+ years. Like, no, you're not living stupid. Things just cost so much. Mm-hmm. And so when we went to school and stuff, I was able to save money in college. Dude, with how shit costs today, I don't know if I would be able to save money in college anymore.
No, I think we'd have to go in debt.
I think so. It's so crazy. But I remember talking to my grandpa. My grandpa Dick, I remember talking to him, and I asked him about college. Mm-hmm. And he was able to go to college without getting any debt, just by working. Was able to go to college with that. And that was like paying your tuition, living, all that shit. Dude, you can't do that.
Mm-mm. That's what one of my first college roommates, her mom said the same thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, why do you have to work? Or you're working and going to college. Why do you have to take out student loans? And she's just like, what do you mean, Mom? Like, have you seen the price? And she's like, well, I had a kid and went to school and had a job and was just fine. I didn't have to take out any loans. And she's just like, you can't do that now.
It's not how it works.
Yeah.
No. Your tuition's $20,000 a damn year alone.
And so that was only a 20-year difference between her and her daughter.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Maybe
That's a really
25,
good point.
maybe 25 years.
So like I said, at some point something's got to change, because it's going to get so unbearably. All we're doing, people love to listen to the Democrats about taxing the rich and affordability and all that. Folks, forget about what they say. For a minute, just forget about politicians completely. Mm-hmm. Forget about right, forget about left. Just forget about it. You in your current situation, percentage base, is it harder now to pay the bills than it was 10 years ago?
Yes.
Like, there you go. Like that's all. And this part is really, really targeted to people like in their 40s and 50s. Mm-hmm. Because granted, us in the last 10 years ago, we were in the heart of college making $15,000 a year.
Yeah.
So, of course, now we're doing way fucking better. So I'm not talking to people that are 30 years old. I'm talking right now, this is talking to people who are like 50 years old. Was it easier to afford shit 10 years ago? And, okay, now, has your taxes increased? Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure your taxing, everything's gotten more expensive. Now, we've had Democrats in and we've had Republicans in. Guess what? The only thing that they have in common is they increase the gap between the wealthy and the poor. Mm-hmm. And it just pulls the people that were middle class that it just pulls them out of middle class into poverty,
Yep.
into poor. And, you get some that trickle up into wealthy. But that gap in the middle is just getting stretched out. It's not.
You know what's crazy? I remember being in like high school and middle school, and my mom talking to, I don't remember who, but I remember my mom talking about how they're trying to get rid of the middle class.
Yeah. 100% they are.
And that was
15 years ago?
15, 18 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, maybe.
How accurate is that?
And like, because no one stopped it, because no one fought,
Right.
it's gone worse.
It's the thing of like death by what is it, like 1,000 paper cuts or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard of that?
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever it is. It's like one paper cut's annoying and whatever, but you just like, oh, whatever. And then it happens again, and you just like have a tolerance to it. So you just like, whatever, no big deal. Well, eventually there's so many little cuts that you bleed out because there's just too many little cuts. You bleed out and die. And so it's like the same concept of they haven't taken a ton at once, but slowly they just do little cuts slowly.
Every year, they just increase your property taxes by 2%.
It's nothing. What's 2%? It's nothing. It's nothing. Just look by. But then they increase the other taxes, and then you don't get as much of a tax credit. And then they pass a memorandum, and it's just and then they add a wheel tax. Oh, and then the price of a fucking candy bar is double. It eventually ends up being double. Okay, well, they also made it half the size. We were just talking about those Sunbelt granola bars that were like fucking slabs, dude. Slabs for 25 cents. You'd get those. When I was a kid, you'd get those Sunbelts that were fucking slabs at the counter for 25 cents. I'm not old. I'm 30 years old. Those things now are like fucking $1.50, and they're half the size.
It's insane.
In 20 years.
Insane.
Yeah. Went up 6 times, and it got half the size. So it went up 12x in 20 years.
Damn.
That is fucked.
Yeah, it is.
So anyways, that podcast I listened to with Rachel Wilson was really good, and it really made me open my eyes to the fact that the silent majority has fucking ruined this country.
Yeah.
People were not willing to put their foot down at the little things. And I've been reading the Bible, the daily Bible. And something that I've like really so far to summarize, like, I'm like about 350 pages deep this year. The big summary is very high standards. If people are not following those standards, you cut them down. You cut them down. And so,
yeah, there's a lot of death.
Dude, it's like they don't do what they're supposed to do, kill them. And it's like keeps coming back to you need to cut that. It's like you need to get the sin out of the village. So it's like,
well, yeah, and it's like one person gets away with thievery. Well, then their neighbor will be like, he got away with it. I can get away with it too.
Yeah, no, brother. Like, oh, you stole something? Death.
And then two people. So then two people get away with thieving. Well, then their neighbors, so 2, 3, 4 more are like, they got away with it. I can get away with it too. And then it just grows and grows and grows exponentially until it's just out of control. So yeah, you have to just set an example and take care of it.
Right. Well, to even the point of like,
because I bet you all this pedophilia that's going on, no one's really stopped it. No one's really gotten in trouble with it. No one's gotten killed for it.
Right.
So guess what? You take fucking
just keeps going on.
Whoever I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to get killed.
Right.
But you take whoever who's on that Epstein list and you're like, okay, we know you did this to kids, beheaded.
That's it.
I bet you people would stop doing it.
Oh, and you start doing it to everybody. Do it to everybody. That's everyone that you can. The other big thing in the Bible is like, you cannot, you cannot convict somebody based on one testimony.
Ooh.
So there always has to be at least 2 witnesses to give somebody a sentence.
I like that.
It's
actually.
awesome. So like,
Because then like you wouldn't have like all these women being
No.
the whole Me Too scandal or
No,
whatever.
no.
Just like, so if they did it to 2 people at separate times, would that be 2 different witnesses then, do you think?
I don't, it might, maybe, but for like the incidents they talk about, you know, it's like, oh, if there's only one witness to that incident, you can't convict somebody because that person could be out for.
Well, it's he said, she said then at
Exactly,
that point. Yeah.
yep. So there always has to be 2 witnesses. So yeah, I guess maybe if you had like 5, or if you had 2, 3 women who all came up and were like, yeah, this guy raped me. Well, then yeah, you're like, oh, well, there might be some validity here.
Right.
So yeah, probably then.
Mm-hmm. I like that, actually.
I
really
think
do.
it's fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't have all these yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And you know, so it's crazy. The more I read that thing, there's some stuff in there that's a little fucking crazy. I'll admit there's some shit in there where I'm like, this is getting a little out of hand for me. Mm-hmm. Like they kill so many people. They kill so many people. And I'm like, I don't know if I believe that, but they do it. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Because they killed someone for working on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, dude. They kill so many people for so many things. It's a little crazy to me. But anyways, there is a point of it that makes a ton of sense. And it's like, as soon as you allow, like years ago, if they wouldn't have allowed, they did that first vote, and 90% of the population's like, nope, we are not interested in this. And then they take away the voting rights of those people. Or, you know, then they're like, oh, and then they make their own. That person should have been struck down. Mm-hmm. If you started doing things like that, it would set such a big example that we would not be in a situation that we're in today. And it's only going to get worse. And you guys might think I'm crazy. I get that. A lot of people think I'm crazy. But look at what happened to other countries. Look at what happened to Venezuela. You know? Look what happened to the Weimar Republic in Germany. Like, this shit happens. And it happens, like, Venezuela's recent. It happened in today's age. They literally talk how it reached a point where a loaf of bread costs like $1 million. Mm-hmm. Like, within a matter of days, a loaf of bread was $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, what do you even...
And he cheated the election, didn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy, and they're sitting on the biggest oil reserve in the world, and the country's fucked.
And it was one of the poorest countries.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but the same shit was going to happen here if we keep going on the same. It happens throughout history. It happens with every fiat currency, and we're a fiat currency. A fiat currency is something that is not backed by gold, or silver, or some sort of. It's not backed by anything, and so. It's only a matter of time.
Right, because it's just basically imaginary money.
It's just like, oh.
So someday, the imaginary money has to go. Poof.
Well, and that imaginary money is worth 4% of what it was worth 50 years ago. Yeah. So you can't tell me we're living in a great old society with that.
Right.
So, anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. I actually had some cool topics.
Sorry.
That we did not get to. And today's, I guess, lesson is we need to open our eyes. Things will only get worse if we allow them to get worse. If we do not come together as a community, and if we do not put our foot down and stop this level of corruption and spending and the democracy of listening to people that may or may not have been put in charge, who then are not listening to the people they're supposed to be representing and are going off of what benefits them, that's the issue in society. And we need to come together and start stopping shit like that so that we can actually have a republic where the people get a vote. And it based on real votes, so that shit actually happens that the community wants to happen.
Yep.
Not that a representative who's getting paid off wants to happen.
Correct.
That's what I got for you today, gang.
I love it. Not really, but
Sweet. Well, next week I got a couple good topics for you, so we'll hit that next week.
Sounds good.
Peace.
See ya.